What's going on YouTube? Sean here, and welcome to episode 2 of my Death Note reviews, episode vlogs, whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what I'm titling these things, but today we're going to be talking about episode 2, which is known as Confrontation. So this one picks up right after the events of the last one. We start to see... So, I have Wikipedia up here, so I can read the synopsis of the episode, and I can just give my overall thoughts. I think this is kind of easier. So basically, a bunch of criminals are dying of all sorts of heart attacks left and right. Interval convenes to discuss the phenomenon. Unable to come up with an explanation for it, they turn to the world's top-ranked detective, L, whose true identity is a well-kept secret. L speaks to the Interpol representatives through a computer and electronic voice, promising them that they are dealing with a mass murder and that he will soon confront the killer with the general public. Has been calling Kira, which is basically like a Japanese pronunciation of the word killer. This displeases Light, who is the, obviously the one with the Death Note. He's been going to great lengths to keep it hidden. Since he also learns that Ryuk becomes visible to anyone who touches the book, L tricks Light into revealing that Kira lives in Japan, in the Kanoto region. The fake television broadcast, having played right into L's hands, and enraged, humiliated Light swears to eliminate L. So that's basically the whole synopsis of the whole episode, everything broken down a little bit. So I'm glad Wikipedia is here, because it's just easier for me to kind of just read off this and then just give my overall impressions. But yeah, so episode 2, the first time I watched this thing, I'm like, okay, let's see how he's going to play off L in this. And L basically, I didn't see it coming, how L basically tricked Light into thinking that was him being broadcast on the TV. And it really goes to showcase the intelligence of L. Like, I was like, oh, I guess that's L. Like, how is L going to get out of this one? I'm like, he's supposed to be, like, this mass genius. But the way they play it off, and I'm like, wow, that's really intelligent. And you just get to see Ryuk in the background who's laughing and cackling and having a good time. Just like, oh, he played you. Ha, 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 ha. I really like Ryuk. Ryuk's pretty funny. And you get to see his kind of, like, fascination with the human world, where he just kind of, like... You kind of see this little bit of a bond forming between him and Light over the course of the first couple episodes, at least. Obviously, he doesn't really have any stake in the claim. Like, he doesn't really have anyone that he's rooting for necessarily. He's just kind of having a fun time because he's pretty much bored, because his whole Shinigami world is just kind of boring, and we find out a little bit more things as the show goes on. But yeah, this does a good job of establishing Light Turner, or not Light Turner, fuck, did I just say Light Turner? That's the shitty movie. Light Yagami. Light Yagami's an intelligent dude, but then this is the first time that you really see L's intelligence tested. So, in a way, but it also goes to showcase how Light, in a way, used to just go straight for attacking, the worst of the worst. But now he's just killing anyone on command. This is the first time you get to see kind of his madness breaking through. Obviously, it's a horrible circumstances what he's doing, but you understand where he's coming from. But gradually over time, you get to see him just kind of become really mad with power. And his whole thing about stopping just criminals, he's just kind of going really far with his whole way of trying to keep this thing secret. And he does it very differently too from what I'm used to. Most heroes would just be kind of conflicted about it. There's a sense of confidence in him. He's so proud of what he's doing. He's like, I'm going to become my own god of sorts. And I'm like, wow, fuck, I didn't expect that with this character. He just is he's just a full-blown sociopath here, and he's intelligent, he's very smart. I like it. I really am enjoying where we're going from here. But yeah, so there's other things that have been teased too, you see the police and that. And the next episode is where we find out that L's father is one of the cops in charge of the Kira case. But yeah, some things are known here. We learn a bit more that they're calling him Kira. We learn a bit more about L. We see their little battle that they're doing, and you see that L is always tense. L is also very intelligent, ahead of Kira. I'm liking this. I'm liking this dynamic between these two, and I'm very curious to see where it goes from here. But anyways, for those of you who have seen episode 2 of Death Note, known as Confrontation, what are your thoughts on this episode? Let me know in the comment section down below so we can chat about it some more. And come back next time as we talk about episode number 3, which is known as Dealings. Like I said, these are going to be pretty short videos. And I also have the Wikipedia synopsis over here, just so it's easier for me to just kind of just speak things instead of just kind of stuttering my words. But, giving my overall thoughts and impressions on the episode. So we're going to do it that way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Come back next time as we talk about episode 3. And, yeah, I dug this episode. I thought it was pretty solid. L is... That caught me off guard. I didn't expect, that direction going. But, yeah. So, thanks so much for watching. Take care now. Bye-bye then. I'll see you next time.